GCW News.
This is GCW News. Tonight we bring you a critical development in the ongoing conflict in Gaza. The United Nations Security Council has endorsed a US-backed ceasefire resolution in a significant diplomatic effort to halt 8 months of relentless military action in the Gaza Strip. The resolution was adopted with 14 members voting in favor, while Russia abstained. However, the question remains, will Israel accept the terms of this resolution? Unveiled by US President Joe Biden on May 31st, this peace proposal comes after his administration faced criticism for blocking previous UNSC resolutions aimed at ending a war that has claimed over 37,000 Palestinian lives and injured approximately 85,000 more. The resolution outlines a comprehensive 3-phase ceasefire. The first phase, expected to last 6 weeks, includes the release of Israeli captives held in Gaza in exchange for Palestinian prisoners in Israeli jails and the provision of humanitarian aid to Palestinian civilians. It also calls for an immediate, full, and complete ceasefire, with Israeli forces withdrawing from populated areas of Gaza. If negotiations extend beyond 6 weeks, the ceasefire would continue. The second phase seeks a permanent end to hostilities, the release of any remaining captives, and a full withdrawal of Israeli forces from Gaza. The final phase focuses on the reconstruction of Gaza over several years and the return of the remains of any deceased captives still in Gaza. Importantly, the resolution rejects any demographic or territorial changes in Gaza, addressing fears of forced expulsions reminiscent of the Nakba during the creation of Israel in the late 1940s. Hamas has welcomed the resolution. Senior Hamas official Sami Abu Zuhri stated that the U.S. administration faces a real test in compelling Israel to immediately end the war. However, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has reiterated that Israel will continue its military campaign until Hamas is dismantled, casting doubt on the resolution's viability. Israel's representative to the UN, Roit Shapir Ben Naftali, affirmed that the war would not end until Hamas's capabilities are dismantled, raising serious questions about whether Israel will honor the latest resolution. International affairs expert Hassan Barari from Qatar University underscored the challenges, questioning whether Israel will agree to a permanent ceasefire. The resolution's text indicates that Israel has accepted Biden's ceasefire proposal and calls upon Hamas to do the same. However, Israeli leaders have criticized Biden's peace plan, suggesting it restricts Israeli freedom of action. The resolution's adoption saw diverse reactions from UNSC members. 14 members, including all 10 non-permanent members, voted in favor. Russia abstained, citing the resolution's lack of clarity and insufficient involvement in its drafting. China voted in favor, but expressed concerns over ambiguous terms, advocating for a return to the two-state solution framework. Despite these diplomatic efforts, the situation on the ground remains volatile. Hours after the resolution was passed, Israel launched deadly attacks across Gaza, raising doubts about the ceasefire's immediate effectiveness. The international community, including prominent figures and organizations, continues to monitor the situation closely as the humanitarian crisis in Gaza intensifies. In conclusion, while the UNSC's endorsement of the ceasefire resolution marks a significant diplomatic stride, its success hinges on the willingness of both Israel and Hamas to commit to its terms. The international community remains hopeful yet cautious, aware that the resolution's implementation faces considerable obstacles in the quest for lasting peace in the region. This is GCW News, keeping you informed.